They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Up there, altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. Well, while we have a second, let's look at the fantasy football world. Some of those guys that were expected to be elite taken in most leagues round one, how do you think they fared?
Well, partner, I should be asking you because I know you exist in this world in a big way, but it looks like the guys at the top of the list are doing pretty well. Odell Beckham Jr., Antonio Brown was a mock.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
On third down, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. They come out here in the eye. Brief break in the action here. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They will run again with Coleman. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want to know. They don't want to know this. Not today, baby, not today. Ready. 59, 5. Ready. Ready. Under 10. Watch safety green. Watch safety green, man.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure. And to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Brown, the lone receiver left. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Palmer. Pass incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Palmer. He's going to go up top for the... And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 28 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
3rd and long. It's Ryan finding time. He's going to take another shot here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. He's going to try and go deep again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What a jump on offense. Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now it's Palmer. And Gresham's got it over the middle. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now Palmer, and able to find John Brown. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
Let's go, let's go. Blues 58.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Let's go, let's go. Blues
4th down. Here's Palmer. And he's got Gresham. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead
And that is caught. Touchdown,